Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. It is March 2nd at 10:51 a.m. and I wanted to check in with you and say hello. Um, my update is that last Friday, my normal chemo day, and it was different because I didn't get chemo. Instead, I ended up getting a blood transfusion, which not that I wasn't not expecting totally because the week previous I didn't have carboplatin because my numbers weren't so great, but I did have Taxol, and there had been an idea floated by my doctor that I might need just some platelets, which is I guess is a little bit different than a full blood transfusion. Um, but when I went in and met with everyone and got my numbers back, it turns out that my platelets did rebound. We were worried about that previous. That was the reason why I didn't have any carboplatin. My platelet number was down to 77. So when they ran my numbers again through my blood work, my platelets did rebound up to 222, which I was very happy about. I'm sure that not having the carboplatin was a piece of that, but I do think that some of my changes in my diet to really help just overall blood health was good. I was drinking, beet juice, pomegranate, really upping other pieces of iron, so sardines, but other seafood, but really getting more of my iron from plant-based. I'm not a huge fan of red meat. I mean, I have burgers on Tuesdays. It's sort of like a staple. But when they ran the blood work, my hemoglobin had gone down to 7.7, and that's too low in their threshold to be able to administer any chemotherapy. So in talking to my doctor, we were talking more about my symptoms, and again, that the feeling of being out of breath all the time, being really, really tired, as I called it, feeling overall just really kind of poorly. I was really attributing it more to the weight gain and just not being as physically active. And my doctor had said, no, it's really because of the anemia. You are anemic, and we need to do something about it. So we're gonna go forward with your. She asked me, but I wasn't really a choice to go through with the blood transfusion. So I had two bags of blood. And my nurse had said, so it was on Friday, and it takes longer. It takes about 4.5 to 5 hours. Because previous to that, you have to get blood typed, even though we know my blood type is O negative. They still do it. They do it twice just to make sure that it's all correct. I won't say legit, but it's all correct. And everything moved pretty quickly, so that was nice. But it was a long day, emotionally, and just sort of coming to the realization that I was feeling pretty bad. And I didn't realize how bad I was feeling until like yesterday and today, because I'm feeling really, really good. And I'm sure it's a combination of not having any chemotherapy at all on top of getting the blood transfusion. But I feel really, really good. Not going upstairs and feeling like my heart is pounding out of my chest. And I wear a Fitbit, and I was going back even from previous to my diagnosis to now, and the steady increase of my resting heart rate before being diagnosed and starting chemo and everything was like in the high 70s, low 80s, which isn't great, but whatever. It's been increasing more and more to in the low 90s, which isn't so great. So we need to really watch that. I think I use that really as my barometer. But not feeling like my heart's going to explode is awesome. And not being out of breath. And I've had less nosebleeds, which is really great. I had one this morning, which whatever, it was one, but I've been having nosebleeds a lot. And it took me getting, I guess, the blood transfusion to realize just how crappy I was feeling. I think I was just getting used to feeling really poorly and thinking that was my new normal, because I've been getting chemo since November. So just going along with the punches. But now I feel really good. And it's great. I'm really excited about it because at least now I know this week is going to be good. And my birthday is on Wednesday. I'm hitting the big 40. So at least I know I'll feel good for my birthday. And I'm trying to look at it positively and saying, okay, well, now this is going to like really recharge me and help me get through these last 5 chemo treatments. Hopefully, as long as my numbers have rebounded enough for next Friday for treatment. But on the back end of it, it's like, oh, I feel really good this week and I'm going to feel poorly again eventually, which, that sucks. But I'm so thankful for feeling good. I was able to make it to my niece's basketball game on Saturday night, which I really wasn't feeling super at that point. I had to take a nap midway through on Saturday, but I started feeling so much better. So it's great. I was super nervous when I first was told that I'm going to do the blood transfusion. It was a little funky for me, but blood transfusion was great because I feel really good right now. So I'm really, really thankful for that, and I'm just living in the moment. Getting done like every piece of laundry that I need to get done and trying to clean the house and stuff. And I'm trying to also not overdo it so that I don't end up crashing like tomorrow and then wasting a day when I could have still felt really good. But so that's that. So I'm feeling pretty good. It does push off my schedule, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is, and we'll hopefully be able to work around it or something. I don't know. You can't work around it. It is what it is. Especially once you start the radiation, because I'm just thinking about long-term, because we have our family vacation in July. It's not like I could take a break halfway through radiation, go on vacation, and then come back and restart. You have to do all the treatments in order, to get the full effect. So I'm not going to dwell on that right now. I'm just going to dwell on trying to get through these next 5 treatments. Tomorrow, March 3rd, don't know if you're aware, is Triple Negative Breast Cancer Awareness Day. So, not that I'm not already aware of it, because I've got it, but I had put that on my calendar way back when I was first diagnosed, when I was researching and just trying to learn more about my cancer. So, that's tomorrow. It's not like you celebrate it with anything. It's not like Fat Tuesday before Lent or, Christmas Eve. I don't know, read a special story or anything about that, but that's what tomorrow is. And yeah, so I feel good. If you ever have to have blood transfusion, don't fear. You'll feel good afterwards. It's like a whole new lease on life. Blood transfusions for everyone. But yeah, so looking forward to the next couple of days, continued feeling pretty good, because Mondays historically have really stunk for me. So just happy to have these next 4 days before the next transfusion. Hopefully my numbers are good enough. What was interesting, I do want to throw in there, is that in looking more about the anemia, is that they did another panel beyond just their normal blood work, the CBC and the metabolic that you get before your chemo, that they did just specifically looking for like iron levels. And the interesting piece is that there's other things they look for, like for magnesium, folate, there's another one I'm missing, and they look for iron. Interestingly enough, my iron was not low. My iron was at 140, which is completely fine for a normal non-cancer person. So I found that piece of information interesting. By the time I had left the hospital on Friday, the rest of the numbers hadn't been in. I'm going to do them my chart and message my cancer team and ask them what the other numbers were, because I found it very interesting that my iron wasn't low. But yet the hemoglobin had been so low. So we'll see what happens. I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I'll touch base with you all again, I guess, after the next TC, which is this Friday. Hopefully, I'll get my chemo. I don't know. So enjoy the week. Enjoy this beautiful weather. We're having a little bit of a warm up here in New York, and I'm so looking forward to it. So have a great day.